welcome to the Skinny. Today, we're filming earlier at the Weight Watchers scale. It was weird. Let's just say first, we both had an excellent food week
and probably pretty much ate the same things and packed the same lunches.
I think the only thing I did different is I had a Cosmopolitan, a small Cosmopolitan, one drink.
And you probably ate out, you ate
one lunch, but
a different lunch than I did.
It was kind of the same amount of points that you had.
Probably.
So we talked about that.
Pretty much.
And so at the Weight Watchers scale, I honestly walked in there thinking, I hope I don't make goal quite yet because, I mean, maybe a 0.5 or something away because I couldn't stay at the meeting. So what happens, I step on the scale, I gain 0.6. Gain. This is one of the few times I have to say it was complete and utter shock because guess what happened to her?
Well, I get on the scale and remember last week I was beside myself.
Yeah.
Because I gained 1.6 and I was kind of dumbfounded. I literally looked at her like she had 5 heads last week when she told me I gained 1.6.
It's just like, excuse me?
So I get on the scale today and I lose 3.6.
So had I lost that, I would have hit goal weight.
So,
come on!
So I figure the 1.6 I really shouldn't have gained last week. I actually lost +2. And I'm back.
Really?
I'm at 104.8. So I'm kind of back where I was. I was at 105. So I'm back to where I was. So now I'm 17 pounds to goal. And we're 13 pounds apart.
Yes, because I'm 3.8 now to goal instead of 3.2.
Yeah, so we're 13 pounds apart exactly.
All I have to say is I was in as much control as ever this week, and sometimes it just doesn't matter.
Sometimes it just doesn't matter.
And sometimes it's just like...
Sometimes you're not the one in control.
No!
Sometimes it's your body.
Yeah, it's not the mind. It's not any of that stuff. It's not my mind was there. I had a great food week. My mind, my soul, everything was with it.
Your body
my
didn't
physical body says... I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap.
So we have just come to the conclusion that sometimes your body's just the one in charge and there's nothing you do about it. Yeah. And you just have to roll with it.
I have to roll.
And that's when I think people sometimes get frustrated. And I think, because frankly, you should have all kinds of frustration because you've just
I did the big eye roll.
Yeah.
I did that while I was at the scale and it hurt because I did it so big. Then I thought, okay, well, at least I didn't hit goal weight because I didn't want to leave because I would want to celebrate it. So, but I was hoping for maybe not a gain. It would have been better if I just stayed the same. The gain was not fun. But
I felt so bad.
At the same time, it was just yeah, and then she had to lose the massive amount, which didn't help.
I'm
still going, huh?
Yeah.
So
and I'm now expecting to gain next week because of that big loss. But no, here's the thing.
Yeah, you never know.
Here's what I think she should do. Here's what I'm telling her my opinion is.
But let's talk first of weeklies that we talked about this last week.
Yes.
How many weeklies did you use?
Oh, I can tell you that easily.
You used 5, right?
I used 7.
Okay, I used 5 more than she did because I had a drink.
I used 7.
So I used 12. So I'm going to write that in my book that I used 12. Now I think
I will write that in my book too. And so that way I can kind of track, what the weekly thing is for me.
Now she thinks I should use
Here's what I think she should do for 1 week. Old plan, it was 26 points a day, and we all survived on that. We all survived. I think she should do 26 points a day this week and no weeklies. I think her system would go, whoo, and I think she'd drop it.
I think I might lose my mind. So I'm going to try first, my first step, no weeklies at all. So
Okay.
that's going to be this week.
I agree.
No weeklies at all. If I still haven't hit it, then I'm going to go to 26 with no weeklies for a week.
Try it.
To hit goal.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta
shock the system.
You gotta try something. We all did 26, a day for
I would only do it for a week
because
I can maintain no problem
Sister can maintain.
Because I go pretty much up and down 0.6, 0.8. You know, I can maintain nobody's business.
And I think sometimes, and I wouldn't recommend everyone doing what I'm suggesting she do. This is in this certain circumstance where she's so close that I think sometimes she just needs to think outside the box and try something different.
Yeah.
And see if that gets her there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest that other people just go, oh, if I want to lose more, I'm just going to go to 26.
No, because I think you can starve your body.
And I
think
also
that's not smart.
And I also think too, you're going to go, I don't like this plan because I'm hungry.
Yeah. So I would
So
not recommend that.
like I said, not only throwing that out for her to do for 1 week.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what I'm suggesting.
But I think my goal my first step, I'm going to take the step, is no weeklies at all. And 30 points a day.
And I'll do the same.
Yeah.
That way I won't feel like I'm eating something you're not eating.
You're being supportive because you're thinking, I could get maybe 10 pounds away from goal. After you hit goal, I'll be 10 pounds. Yeah, I'll be almost done.
So I'm rolling with it.
yeah.
I'm participating.
So anyway,
and yeah, I drank my water this week.
Yeah.
I'm still doing my water.
I'm still doing my water too. I swear. And I really am. But this is my... Oh, this gets me through
But
the day,
it's
man.
lessened a lot. Correct?
Oh my
Mine
gosh.
has.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Last night when we went out, because
Yeah.
I knew I was weighing in the next day,
Water.
I had iced tea with dinner instead of a
water.
diet. And I was
Okay,
very
water
happy.
and a cocktail, don't judge. I had my Cosmo 1 and some water. And then I had water at lunch. So I made sure water is part of my day and my diet is not completely.
So I think we've evaluated, even though this just happened this morning, I think we kind of had this. I think today I've just kind of been evaluating my week and looking back.
We talked
and thinking,
about that was the plan.
Yeah, what did I do right? And clearly I did stuff right, and I'm gonna keep doing. But I'm gonna keep doing.
I did too.
Well, hey, last week.
Oh.
Last week.
Yeah, that's true.
So
at least I'm coming out -2 from the last 2 weeks. -0.2. I'm ahead. Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to keep doing what I did this week, but obviously lessen my weeklies from the 7 I did to 0, just to kind of hang with you and kind of.
Well, and I think the lesson here for me, and I keep trying to, you got to be positive, because the minute you start kicking yourself and thinking, this sucks, I'm going to give up, I can't believe this happened to me, and I'm going to eat my feelings, the minute you do that, it's the slippery slope to
no eating the feelings.
It doesn't help to kick yourself while you're down. I mean, have your moment, this sucks, and move on. I mean, you have to, or the negativity, it just like breeds more negativity, and it's like, there's so many negative things in life in general that you have to deal with. I mean, if you have a tough job, or your mother-in-law's not nice, or
you're taking care of your parents,
you're taking care of elderly parents. I mean, there's
taking care of kids.
A list of things that everybody deals with in life that are tough and challenging, and everybody goes through hard times.
This shouldn't be typical.
Feeding the negativity, not going to help you with weight loss,
and it's not, and it's going to make this process way more difficult than it has to be.
It is.
I mean, this should be a fun process, because
you got to pump yourself up.
Look what you get at the end.
True.
I mean, this process should be fun and exciting, because as you go through it, you're getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Trust me, not every part of it is a walk in the park.
No.
But your attitude toward it makes a huge difference. That's the attitude, the way you approach it is huge. So it's like when you feel yourself going, I can't believe I gained that. And tell yourself I'm walking out of here and it's over.
Well, and last week I did talk about how events can be hard for me, and strangely enough, summer events were kind of part of our meeting today. Well, I have to say I had 2 events last week that we ended up at. One was a birthday party for my stepmother, and that was Sunday. And then
we took her to the Red Lobster.
The Red Lobster. Lobster time.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
All I'm saying. And I had some, and I counted. Let's say I counted. And I had saved tons of points, and I ate salad for dinner.
Salad.
Just saying. And we had dinner out last night, and I have to say,
if you have a BJ's Brew House,
I think it's a local thing.
It might be local.
Oh, Mediterranean chicken pita tacos with the quinoa salad.
It was delish. It was really good.
And the whole plate was 14 points.
It was so good.
It was so amazing.
I think our friends at the table were like, I wish I'd gotten
that. They
got
steak, mashed potatoes, and asparagus, and I think they were like wishing they got what we got.
Yeah, because ours looked good, and I ate everything on my plate. All gone.
Kelly even ate quinoa.
Which I'm not a fan, always.
No.
But there was corn and black beans, and it had all kinds of good stuff in
Cucumbers,
it. So it was delicious.
You could totally make that at home, by the way.
I loved it. I loved
Totally
it.
make that at home.
So, you know,
I
sometimes
survived the event because I was very conscious. But one of the things we talked about, I stayed for the meeting today.
I couldn't stay.
So one of the things we did talk about was when you go to an event, what are some things you can do? And I thought, oh my God, this is my main problem is events right now. So, and my comment, I think for me, a big thing now has been, I need to make the decision, before I even walk in there to whatever event, I need to make the decision. Am I just gonna let what happened happen? Or am I going to say, no, I'm not. I'm gonna just
Onion
ring from last week. Or am I gonna be in control? Am I gonna be the one that chooses? And I think if I make the decision, I do have all of the tools to help myself with whatever is served. So I just need to make the decision going in.
When we were ordering it, because we knew what we were going to get at BJ's Brewhouse, so we knew going in we were getting this meal. And I kept saying in my head before we ordered, because you know everybody's ordering, and the menu is like a book. I'm like, what
it's
chapter
like Cheesecake
are you
Factory.
on?
It's like a big, huge menu.
Yes. So I kept saying in my head, onion ring, onion ring, onion ring. So I didn't change my order.
And I actually, we chose it before we even walked in. We went online and went,
we did.
That's it.
But still, you know, you still have time to change your mind before the waiter gets your order. So onion ring, onion ring, onion ring. He comes, we order, we're out.
Well, I gotta say, the onion ring really did well for me this week.
Don't rub it in. Rubbing it in.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking with my plan. Sticking with keeping track of what weeklies I'm using, and I'm gonna do the none like you. I'm gonna stick with my water because I think water is gonna be the key. I think it really is the key. I think I had too much sodium in my body. I think I was just carrying around sodium.
Yeah. No, I feel good. I feel ready to tackle another week and make some progress. I know I said the same thing last week, and well, you know what? Sometimes you don't do what I tell you to do. So I don't know.
And one of the things that was funny, we were talking about some new products last week. Yeah. We have a couple of new ones this week. And a recipe that's like, we're talking easy
delicious.
Peasy. And you can like change it however you want.
Oh my God.
But I mean, I'm going to make a comment. We talked about dressings. And people kind of gave us feedback on a lot of the
We talked about the Walden Farms and wanted everybody to say what they thought. Most people thought Walden Farms sucked.
And they didn't like them.
I have no experience with them.
So, yeah.
So it made me think, why am I looking so hard?
Why am I looking so hard when I have what I like?
We love these.
And I got to say, Skinny Girl, I got to tell you, people.
I heart you.
I'm gonna like throw a shout out to the Skinny Girl people because, like I said,
they
don't know us from Adam.
No,
we love them. Yeah, I have never had a dressing that I could drink that was stinking sugar.
And it's funny that we both have a different one. I like the.
I do like that.
Honey Dijon.
Oh, I my favorite.
And the poppy seed. So we each have our favorite. And for me, I want them. You know, I ought to email them.
Why am I looking?
I want to email them and say, please make a sweet Vidalia onion.
Yeah, make a sweet onion one.
Because if they could make,
we need to email them and make a suggestion.
Because Ken's Steakhouse does a light sweet Vidalia onion that I am obsessed with, but it's 4 points for 2 tablespoons.
On the new plan, we used to eat it on the old plan. Yeah. On the new plan,
and it's so good. So Skinny Girl, we're going to reach out to you. I'm going to email you. I want a sweet Vidalia onion.
Please. I mean, so like I said, I'm going to stick with the dressing I know and love.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm even bothering to keep looking.
Yeah. 2 tablespoons.
Free. Quarter cup.
Love them.
1 point.
1 point. Yeah. It's fabulous.
No, it's free. Quarter cup's free.
Quarter cup's
on this
free?
one. Quarter cup's free.
Yep.
But you only need 2 tablespoons. That's all you really need.
That's what we use.
So good.
Yeah. So also we talked about the Walden Farms syrup that we loved. Tip, once you refrigerate it,
because you have to.
You have to. When you take it out to reuse it, microwave it because it tastes so much better. It brings it back to the right consistency and the flavor stronger. When I tried to refrigerate it after the fact, it seemed to dull down the flavor. And I was like, it doesn't taste the same.
But it was so good when we microwaved it.
I microwaved it and I'm like, that's fine. That's
great.
exactly it.
Yeah. So I will definitely be buying the syrup again. And
let's talk about those.
Yes,
those.
Okay. On Instagram, a lot of people I see taking pictures of these. They're called Smart Cakes. They're gluten free. So the gluten free people, you should be so happy you guys have this.
Yeah.
I don't usually like gluten free stuff.
No.
Usually I don't like the aftertaste, and I'm not a fan.
I don't either.
I'm like, oh. So I kept seeing these.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'm just gonna go order. So I went and ordered a sample pack.
Yeah.
And the sample pack had one of each of their flavors.
Coconut,
it's
cinnamon, and chocolate.
and chocolate. And it had a pack of buns, 4 buns. We'll show you those next week after we try them.
Yeah, I don't want to show them until I try it.
And so we
tried the coconut, clearly. Delicious. Really thought you might put them in the we put them in the freezer,
or you can freeze or refrigerate.
It just depends how quickly you're going to use them.
Well, I will say if you freeze them, they say they last up to a year.
Yeah. So then we took this out and microwaved them. Oh my goodness.
The size of a cupcake.
Yeah, like a little cupcake.
Oh, like 1 point.
Yeah.
1 point.
I'm going to open these. I can seal it back with our sealer so they can see the size.
I do want to try one thing.
Let me open this. So
we only ate one each.
Each one.
So I'm going to scan it, and I want to know if it goes to 3. I want to know if it goes to 3 if I eat 2.
Yeah, because we only ate one.
That's for 1 cake. It does. Well, I'm going to have to do the actual math on that. So I'll check on that, because if I calculate, I'm going to sit here calculating.
See? Oh my.
So, oh my.
What do you smell?
Cinnabon. Oh, holy crap.
We haven't tried this one, but this is the size, and it's almost like they have little sugar
Well, they're
thingies
38
on
calories
the top.
each. So worst case scenario,
Yeah.
you might pay 3 points for both.
Yeah.
It could be 2. I need to do
But
the actual calculations
again,
and
these
find
smell
out. Because they don't
delicious.
scan with pick more than one. So you have to actually
remind
put
me
them in.
to seal them in the freezer with our freezer baggie.
Oh, yeah. I
things.
can't wait to try them. I
Yeah.
can't wait to try the other 2. The coconut, amazing.
I think we're going to be having the cinnamon tonight for dessert then. I'll put them in the refrigerator so they can start to thaw.
Sweet. I'm a fan from the
So
Ziploc bag.
we're a fan of these. We like them. I would.
And I have to say, you can't get them anywhere but from the Smart Baking
No.
Company. And Smart Baking Company, we really are happy about it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the cupcake. I have the cupcake back. And it doesn't,
Yes.
it has sugar on it at the top, that
Yeah.
whatever they put on, it's the sugary substitute or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it has that sweet taste. It doesn't need icing.
No.
I
have to say, like, for me, Alyssa's cookies replaced cookies for me, and I love them.
definitely.
I mean, I'm obsessed with those. I
Oh,
eat
we
those
are
on a regular
obsessed.
basis. But these are the replacement for me for cupcakes.
Yeah,
It's
and for
kinda
extra,
nice.
for some cake.
Yeah.
Not the cake that I
Not
get
the
3
cake.
times a year that is the most phenomenal cake ever.
Yeah,
But
no, not that cake.
Doesn't
But,
replace that
but
cake.
no, it's a nice substitute.
It is.
So let's talk about your recipe that we
Okay.
created.
I
should say you created.
have been dying to try these.
We've shared them, but we didn't have a recipe, right?
So I didn't have a recipe either. So I'm going to tell you, this and the regular one, 1 point apart. These are 1 point less. So if you don't really like whole wheat stuff and you just want to stick with the regular one, that's fine.
I
love them.
swear you would never know
I
that they're
love them.
whole wheat egg noodles.
But I'm going to tell you, you need to prepare them per the instructions on the bag.
Well, and you're boiling them,
Hard.
bringing to a boil
Hard
first.
boil.
Water to a boil with salt. Get them to a boil. You pour them in slowly, and then you let them continue
boil
to
for
boil.
10 to 12 minutes. Hard boil.
So-
Stir every once in a while.
So you're following the directions, and they
Follow.
were lovely. They were so good. So then what do we do?
So what I did was, you can take either one of these. I happen to use the Classico, which is 2 point per serving. I use the entire jar. Because what I did was I used the entire bag. I used the entire jar. And there's the Bertolli has a light one as well. They're both the same amount of points.
We've tried the Classico, and we liked it.
So they're both fine. So you take that, after you've boiled it and you've drained them, I put the sauce in the pot, kind of warmed it up because
coats
it's, and then I popped these on top of it, mixed it in, and I took a bag of broccoli that I'd steamed, chopped broccoli
Yay.
I steamed, yes, really chopped because I like the finely chopped,
Yep.
and I added it in, and it just coated it lightly. It
Yeah.
was delicious.
Oh my goodness.
Now I will say,
Salt, pepper, it was
this
fantastic.
is a lot. I used the entire bag. So I made it have 4 servings, which is 12 points per serving.
Oh, we just opened the bag.
Okay, I'll seal it. So 12 points per serving. So, and that's a big bowl.
It's a big
And
serving.
it's filling and it's really good. So if you just put it in the recipe builder on your phone, you can add it on your phone, and you want to make it 6, 6
We'll throw it on
serving.
Instagram, too.
I'll throw it. It'll make a 6 serving if you want. If you like your stuff saucier, then maybe use half the bag
And
a whole jar of this,
Yeah.
and then broccoli.
So what we'll do is we'll put the picture on Instagram of it made.
It was really, really good.
And
Actually,
we'll-
I can show you. If you,
I can
you're
show
not
you
on
mine.
Instagram,
You're
I
not
can
on
show you my
Instagram.
picture.
It was
So
fabulous.
you still get to see it, and it was easy. I just wanted something quick and easy.
You know, I used
that
to
was
eat
good.
egg noodles with butter. Buttered
Yeah.
egg noodles and delicious.
Kind of had that feel.
Yeah.
This is it.
Oh man. You know the only thing that might make that better?
Chicken.
maybe some chicken or peas.
Yeah,
love
peas,
the
power of
pea.
the pea.
Oh my goodness! But
so
it's points.
You would need to do a smaller serving then if you're going to add chicken or peas. You would just add maybe a serving of 6. Add your peas in,
I'd
add your chicken
tuna.
in, and then just add it in your phone and,
could add
and
tuna.
kind of gauge it from there.
Yeah.
And that way you can choose what serving you want, and you could recreate this so many ways. You could add mixed vegetables in.
You could add tuna, peas,
Yeah.
chicken, anything. It's such a versatile little
Easy.
base recipe.
Easy.
And it
I
was
just, sometimes there's some
so good.
days you just want it to be simple.
Some days I just want an egg noodle, man. I love egg noodles.
I do too. I do too.
I'm a noodle girl, and I don't eat noodles like I did. But I'm a noodle girl, and I was.
And we
happy.
don't eat the white noodles anymore. We do a whole grain noodle. We have converted over to a whole grain noodle.
But it's delicious.
They're delicious.
So I say it's worth trying.
Yes.
Okay. Was
Yes.
that good?
And
we good?
actually, I will say we'll try the Smart Buns this week sometime, and
Let you
we'll
know.
kind of report back on those. And that way, if you want to order a variety pack and try it, that's the only way you're gonna know if you like it. That's how we feel. We sometimes like to just buy something, get it at home, try it, and if you hate it, pass it on to someone else.
We've done that too.
They might like it, and
We've done
if
that
you don't
too.
like it, they might like it.
Yep.
And I think that's the best thing you can do with new stuff. You just gotta try it. Sometimes other people telling you it's good, it's not, but you're like, well, I might not like it. So sometimes you just gotta take the risk.
You do. So we will see you next week.
Yep.
Lighter later.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.